こんなだったか覚えてないな。ライターがなくなっちゃった。ちょっとどう言ってんだっけ。何をするんだっけ今から。何するゲームだったか覚えてない。
Railway post.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear? Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
お前いなかっただろ。
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently I had...
Ah, will.
やべマジで。うわお前ついてくるんだ。
A fishing advertisement. This suitcase can.
いやちょっと初めてやろうかな。覚えてねえな。なんで勝手に音がそっちになるんだ。
Holmes! Holmes, will you stop that? You are utterly mad. Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector.
Pete?
解決しないと使えないのかクソ。
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible...
Mr. Holmes!
Inspector Lestrade...
As soon as... I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
Mike.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Madam.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Do you...
At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... Oh, dear.
What?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Can you...
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually, whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Oh my goodness.
Never mind.
아니, 이거 좀待って、お前、待って。もう一回、
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, he was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. The shortest route for... I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Mr. Holmes?
It seems that the...
Peter Carey's body is...
Mr. Holmes?
The door is...
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes. Hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see. These scratches are fresh. You're right.
I swear.
Now, Miss...
Well,
Perhaps...
Mr. Holmes?
What a terrible way to die. The weapon fully penetrated the... The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. JHN J. This blood is from. This wouldn't. Peter Carey tried to defend. Someone drank from this glass. Someone. The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work. This aroma is familiar, but to
불어난다.
Yes. This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong. Rum, it seems. The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for... Old navigation instrument. Peter Carey's boot. The Sea Unicorn. The tooth. This place is not covered with dust. An object was... It seems that the guard... Hammerfast. Dundee. It's a whaling.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
These boots... These footprints appear to be quite large. These footprints appear to be quite large.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
진짜 봐서.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you...
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Your husband...
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Thank you, madam. It's...
Have you finished inspecting the crimes?
まだ足りないな。
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. J. The tooth of a sperm whale. This place, an object was... This place, an object was taken.
手詰まりだよ。
Have you...
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished
やっ
here.
ぱダメか。帰ってダメか。
Mr. Holmes?
It... These...
何が必要なんだい。あ、全く覚えてないな。どれも喋ろう。
Mr. Holmes?
Who could do such?
It...
開けないのかなこれ。
J. Hmm.
あ、開けれるやん。
These abbreviations. Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Well, Mr. Ow.
I think
And why?
because of... It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open.
Aha.
We shall remain on the outside, near the window. This look.
これやった気がするわ。
Shh. Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
よいしょ、よいしょ、よいしょ、よいしょ、よいしょ。はい、こんにちは。
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but...
Do you deny that you came in?
No, but I...
I'm tired of this.
What? But you can't!
Enough. You can...
But...
In light of...
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on our young fellow.
失礼します。
Mr. Holmes?
知らなかったです。失礼しました。どこだ？こっちか。失礼します。失礼しました。どこだっけ？調べ室みたいなとこだっけ？あ？失礼します。
Locked.
くそ。失礼します。
These are the suspect's belongings. And partner, 1883.
進捗どうですか、刑事。
刑事はすごい忘れてたので、最初からやってます。
From R. Dawson. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds... A handkerchief with the initials
なるほどね。
JHN. A pocket. The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
"うちは謎解きの天才だから任せな。
謎解きの天才来た。 てなくてさ、今警察署練り歩いてる。何あるものが必要？誰かに話しかけるんですかな。こんにちは。
これ肌をすまるにはクリアできないな。おとなしくうんこしてろ。
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's. Thank you.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
どこ行けばいいんだ結局。まだ話聞いてなかった。もう一回行ったら行けられるかな。失礼します。違うな。ちょっとごめんね。話飛ばしすぎて何すればいいか分かんない。一回家帰るか。一回家帰るのありか。間違えちゃった。はい。一回家帰るわ。もう普通に。一回家帰るわ。もうレッドバーギパンショコ。これはワトソンの部屋だ。ごめんなさい。間違えました。
家でかすぎ。
家バカでかい。でも家あれだよ。これよくあるアパート的なやつじゃないのこれ。検索できないのこれ。
That
怒られちゃったよ。ああ、やだやだ。
that is not
う
the
るさい。
that is not the one I that is
黙れ。黙れ。
that is not the one I need.
ないよ。何見ればいいんだよ。
That is not the one I need. That is not.
あ、くない？何見ればいいの？百貨店とか買えるんだこれ。はあはあ。これやん。
怒られまくっててくさ。
Here it is.
普通にね、失礼だよね。
Now I begin to understand that young man's story.
はいはいはい、分かってきましたよと。何がっていうね。これがそれでさっきの書庫で見るっていうの、証拠をなんかするみたいなやつが終わりでしょ。が戻るか。
一番向いてないゲーム、大泣き。
向いてるよ、向いてるよ。じゃあ頭脳派だから。どうも。こんにちは。顔パスです。
Mr. Holmes?
みんなに挨拶するから、うち普通に。
馬も忙しそう。
これでやっと話せんじゃないこれ。
Mr. Holmes?
まだ話せない。あれいつ話せんだっけかなこれ。ルッルッルッルッ。あれ何して話せんだっけ。誰か喋んなきゃいけないんだっけこれ。
Mr. Holmes?
Hey.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Hey. Hey. お前 Hey. 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 Hey.
もうおもろい。
Holmes?
はぶられてる。あれ何すんだっかなこれ。こうやっても入ったでしょ。死体安置所みたいなところ。失礼します。この部屋怖すぎない？あ、ほんまに死体いいやん。俺何すんだっかな。
ホームズ走らないんだね。
いや、そう、マジそれがだるくてさ。
Locked.
オーバーってあんなに走ってくれるのに。あ、いたいたいたいたいた。お待たせ。
I have heard this story.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon...
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but my father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Does the...
Yes. But where did you...
What do these abbreviations...
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would...
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
かけ練りガン
The sea knife was found near Carrie's body.
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The
この
police
ホームズ
seized
影
this
さんは3
valuable
年
ring
暗闇
from
に
you.
閉じ込めたような顔してるね。
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
あ、ちょっと待って。何やつだ、前から僕のものです。
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item
Oh,
from
no mo kangai
a
na
partner.
みすぼらしい帽子。当て布。前後ろ逆？逆じゃないか。ボタン。
顔面見まくっとるやん。
手。爪。爪じゃなくて傷跡だった。わかるかなまだ。
チンチン見たら全てわかる。
ピアサーってチンチン見ないよ。チンチン見ないよ。もう一周すんの？細い首。うまい言葉やん。たくましい腕。違ったわ。高価な布だ。椅子。袖。
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true
首の
owner
細
of
先に
the
するの
ring?
は首折ろうとして
The
る人
ring
だけ
is
や。
mine.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. With your father gone and taking with him the family...
I'm speechless, Mr.
すごいだろ。
Interesting. Joshua...
推理しますか。違ったか。わからないな。まあまあちょっとあとや。あとや。後でまた来るからね。いい子にしときな。ちょっとタバコが落ちる。よいしょ。もう一旦つまいか。映画だからね、これびっくりマークは知らないですね。あれ聞いてなかったわ。どうしよう。家帰るか。なんか困ったら家帰ったらいいった気がするんだよね。何も覚えてないなマジで。
Good gracious, you caught someone. Good gracious, you caught someone. At least...
ちなみにどんな犯罪が起きたの？
なんか死んだよね、人が一人。人がね、死んだんだよ。
あちゃー。
くそー。もう進まない。どうや。こんにちは。事件現場にね、あるものが必要ってまだなんもないよな。事件現場に戻ってくるからうち。見に来たよ、死体をまた。
Peter Carey was impaled to the...
お、なんか進む。何が進むのよ。ああ、進んだね。
I need to stage a reconstruction.
家帰るか。ワットソンに会いに行くか。ワトトンに会いに行こう。わらがちょっと思い出してきたかもな、この辺。なんかするんだよな、どっかで。
Are you a reenactment then?
The sailor's knife, Watson.
こういう会
Why
話
was
す
it
ぐ
on
飛
the
ばしちゃうの
floor?
に。こういうゲームやるの
Peter
向いてないんだ
Carey
よ。
attempted to defend him.
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many...
I don't quite...
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before, on the...
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
自信を
Wonderful.
持ってほしい。
Watson,
Yeah,
let us pay
so-
a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel.
Actually,
We
this is
require the
the-
carcass of a well-fed
Right.
pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
よしよし。じゃあ、森を取りに行こうかな。間違えた、スコットランド来ちゃった。こっちに来たよ、こっちに。
話聞いてなさそう。
話聞いてなんかないよ。一回やったんだよ、この話、前に。で、この次の話をさっき途中からやろうとしたら、始まっちゃったんだけど、マジで何も覚えてなさすぎて、散歩になったから初めからやろうかなっていう、うちの大人な判断。これ貸してください。よし。よしよし。移動移動。めちゃめちゃ合成で持たされてる。
Well, here we are in the preparation room.
To indulge myself in a little...
A little...
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
ここに合わせて打つってことむずっ。じゃあ、でも息が苦しくなっちゃうね。ごめん。ここ。
Holmes, you should try to aim better.
ここ。あ、もうちょっと上ね。これ二度押ししなきゃいけないんだ、これ。そして別に長押ししてなくていいんだ。理解。ここ。
The harpoon has struck the body.
黙れよ。ちょっと優しくなってないこのゲージ。うちが下手すぎて。ここ。
Holmes, you should try to...
黙ってくれよ。じゃあお前がやれよ、文句言うなら。ちょっと待って。 これは
手加
神でしょ。
減してもらってる。
で、
This is
ゲー
the
ムが
best
ど
possible
んどん優
result
し
that
く
I
な
could
る。
get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well,
All right. But before we go, I suppose...
very well, but
Of course.
これを投げて、これを投げて、なんて書いてある。この胸を貫通し、壁まで刺すには、間違えた。ちょっと間違えた。ちょっとやめてよ。勝手に。もう。ごめん。ちょっと、電車、このリキッドがなくなってきちゃったから、ちょっと足します。やべ、こぼれちゃう。でもいいな、これちょっとメンソール次買うとき強いの、もう一個強いの買ってみてもいいな。よし。ババアと話すか、ちょっと。手紙に行った方がいいのかな、先に。ばあさん、お前、基本庭で過ごしてるのかい？
Who could do such a thing?
特に、元気そうでよかった。また顔見に来るから。待ってね。人がなくなってる。
1880. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Log notes for July. Log notes for August. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883. Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon... I have only to find them.
I think that if you...
I doubt it.
And who might...
The secret police...
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his...
Yes. Believe me, those children are everywhere.
How will you...
There is always a what.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes. Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous...
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank
すぐに伺おう。
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you. We have a new suspect.
Interesting.
Well, the constable that I...
Do you...
Yes. Oh, yeah. Of course. It's in the evidence room. At your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
偉そう。
breathtaking.
偉そうに。
These are the suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5. The stains are fresh. A pen. Nothing unusual about it. These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected. Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It's...
一度捜査を続けましょう。どこに誰がいるっつったっけ。うぐろ。うぐろ。ほうか。
Please escort this. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to...
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well... That's all for now. Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. These papers, they...
That's all for now. Well, I will see you...
ほな、さいなら。これ下の治療は間違えた。
ほな、またな。
ほな、またな。寝るおやすみだよ。
A map of London and the surrounding area.
A new
何
suspect,
飯食ってんだお前は。
but this one refuses to talk.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flask. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent. First condition, all 7 reagents should be. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one. Third.
青から数えて、how many ね。は？わからず屋の森なんだけど。
難しそう。
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
青の3つ目って無理じゃない？青2本ある時点でさ、別に青入れてとりあえず3つ開けばいいのかなって。青緑でもさ、2の後の3だからいいのかな。別に青をとりあえず最初に入れて間に2個かましてだったら。それであと青入れてオレンジ白でいいのかな。
唾液入れてみる？
汚すぎる。当たりだよ。爆発しない。爆発すんのかなこれ。失敗したらわかんのかな、失敗してるって。でもいっか別に。もう一回やり直せるでしょ、失敗しても。いけそうじゃない？そんなことない？
Done. Now I can proceed further.
唾液入れたおかげや。
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
あ、これ拭けってことね。すごいあれやってる気分。車洗うやつゲーム。
やったー。
やったー。まだ。
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting.
タワをね。
あ、そうか、ブーツ一回ちょっと照合しに行きたいな。はいはい。スワッツ。まあでもね、ちょっと、一回証拠集め。ブーツをね、ゲットするんですか。あ、
These boots match the footprints.
ワークマン製やね。
そんなことも分かっちゃうの。これちょっと変えたいな。こっちにしてんの。どっちなんだろう。これは辻だな。ちょっとわからぬの森だわ。タバコ一応抜きます。失礼します。
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
いやなんか
It
さ、
seems that the garden was well maintained.
野菜育ててのんびり暮らしたいなと思うけどさ、虫が無理だから無理なんだよな。おばあさん元気か。おばあさんが話せるようになってる。
Does the name Liam hurt?
無理だよ。
Know anyone by that
無理か
name?
な、やっぱ。
Thank you, madam.
Thank
肥
you,
料の
madam.
匂いが無理。
ああ、いやだから無農薬。肥料も無肥料無農薬。水オンリー。どうかな。トマトとか育てたいけどな。トマト嫌いだけど。
過酷な環境で育てた甘い野菜。
そうそう。しばけばしばくほど甘いみたいに言うじゃん。
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
かわいいやん。柵で捕まってちょこんってして。
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was
おい、目
murdered.
が泳いでるぞ、おっさん。
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have
確
boots
かにワ
like
ークマン
mine?
のブーツだったらみ
That
んな持っ
doesn't
てる
make
かも
me a
な。
murderer.
So tell me,
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing
これかっ
special.
こいい。価格できるとかっこいいな。
You're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
ケミストリーかっこよ。
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you
どっ
care
ち
to
ケミストリ
explain
ー
it?
ケミストリーの
I
さ、
don't remember.
猿顔の方が
What would I
さ、
be doing there
高
anyway?
校時代の担任の先生がさ、顔めっちゃ似ててさ、めっちゃ似ててさ、あれ
Because
なんだ
you
よ
are the
ね。
gardener
面
at
白すぎ
Woodman's
て、コピ
Lee.
ー、その写真コピーしたのさ
I'm、not.
教室の黒板に貼っといたらバカ怒られたんだよね。
I observed your hands. They told me that you
似て
work
たっ
with
け？
the
怒
earth.
られたってガチじゃないけど。
www。
Alright,
だからもう
alright, you
なんか
got
木
me.
工室っていう、なんか
Yes,
木工やる部
I
屋
am
の
a gardener.
先生
I
はいい、
went there
いいお
to
じ
get
さんだ
my
ったから、そこ
tools.
に卒業まで貼っといた。
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads.
リーガンがまだいいか。
ごめん、ネタバラシすると、科学って意味のケミストリーだって。
あ、ごめんなさい。 夜だよ、大きい声で笑っちゃった。完全に歌ってる方だと思いました。
ありがとね。
ごめんね、なんか思い出エピソードとか語っちゃってごめんね。
昔話教えてくれて。
本当にごめんね、なんかまたなんかあったら言って。緑だな、全部調べてウケる。
Locked. Locked.
ババア開けろ。ドアを開けるんだ。
Madam, we have information that the value...
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me.
Thank you.
Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam. Let's see what could be hidden here.
Ala, 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 ala. 音でけ。
Let us see what is in this box.
あらまあ。
あらあら。あらあらあらあら。
A bundle of letters in a wall. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
えバーバとさっきのおじさんがバーバちょっとあんたそら貸しなさいよ、あんた。どういうことよ。
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find...
なんぞ被害者ぶれるダメよ。
ギャン泣きババア。
パパ泣いちゃったよ。ライバルはピーター・キャリーのつもりをし、また彼女に恋していたが、いいな、この年になってもそんなね、互いの関係は無理がいなことが書いた手紙用のものだけど。ハートレーのジューディス・キャリーへの愛情と入手して与えた事実が、彼が殺人が起きた晩に、ほん。どっちなんだろう。結局だからこれなんじゃね、ハートレイを犯人にするか、 あ、ネリガン少年がやったかっていう、あれだったよね。確かどっちかだったんだよな。うちどっちで犯人にしたんだっけかな、この間。犯人にしたんだっけか
な。もう全員逮捕でよくない？
ねえ、人の敷地に入ってるの普通にアウトです。だよ。まだ店やりたい
Mr.
よね、
Holmes,
今ね。
we
いい
found the
シナリオない
sailors
か
from
探
that
して
list
ん
you
だよ
gave
ね。
us.
せな
Well
き
done, Wiggins.
黙れ、うちが
Let me
喋ってん
see.
だから今。よし。まだ店やりたいよね。
This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now.
何をすればいいんだっけ、ごめん、何も見てなかった。
めちゃ楽しみにしてるよマダミス。
ねえ、やりたいよね。
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC.
楽しみ。どういう
Wiggins,
話がいい
could
か
you
な。
gather some information on one of the
Yes, sir.
sailors that you found? His
本
name
当は
is...
ちょっと待って。
いつかマナちゃんを PA したいからうちも探してる。
We found Patrick Head.
Good job, Wiggins.
He
なん
lives in a
か、う
small...
ちは本当やりたいのは、
Here.
そう
Thank you.
喋んないで今。うちで喋ってるから。うちがやりたいのは、なんかね、8人でやるやつ。で、なんか執事4人とお嬢様4人で、22で、なんちゃかなんちゃかするみたいなやつがあるんだよ。それがね、ちょっとね、やりたいんだよね。
If I
でも
wish
8
to speak
人
to
ってちょっ
Cairns
と
without alarming him,
重
I
いよ
had
な
better
って。
dress as a sailor.
何のりに変装してるわ、着替えるか。
めっちゃおもろそうやん。
いや、めっちゃおもろそう、おもろいんだよね。それ見たんだけど、おもろかったのと、あとなんかね、列車のやつもあるんだけど、それ9人ぐらい確かいなきゃいけないんだよね。9人はちょっとしんどいかーっていう。これか。
Now,
影さんお嬢様にしての爆運出時にしよう。
そういうのね、そういう。だから2人チームみたいな感じなんだよね。そうね、おもろそうってか、見てておもろかったからね。こんにちは。やってる？あ、これさ、腕相撲やらされるやつじゃないっけ？
Hello there. Are you
ちょっとなんかバカ下手だった記憶あんだけ
What do you
ど。
want?
well, you've heard all about the gambling.
I start at 10.
Suits me.
金なくなっちゃうよって言ってた気がするわ。要するに彼の動きを判断して対応策をなくならないように注意します。持久力なくなっちゃうよ。おらおらおらおらおらおらおらおらおらおら今じゃない？ちょっと辛そうなんじゃない？ちょっと辛そうなんじゃない？強いなお前。
ガンバへ。
おらおらおらおらおら、お前ちょっと辛いんじゃないか。続いて一回辛そうな顔してる。おらおらおらおら。待って一回回復させてくれよ。 おい、おい、今。一回休憩して、って顔したから一回待つ。って顔してるから。ちょっと体力ない。一回やり直したいな。ちょっと一回やり直そう。ちょっと待って、もう一回やろうや。もう一回やろうや。
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take...
理解した。完全に理解したから。
弱
弱やめて。ちょっと待って。
太鼓の達人みたいな音ずっと流れてる。
ね、太鼓がうちの味方をしているよ。全然いや、強い勝てないね、勝てないもう一回だよ。
I'm ready to try again.
Fine.
あれ思い出すな、ミュージカル映画見てた時のバーで踊れてデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデンデン
見守ってるけど進捗なくておもろい。
本当にごめんね。こいつ結構根よくあるんだよね。
このタイプの帽子かぶってるやつ、ニット帽の中臭いよね。
抱えたことねえよ。ニット帽の中嗅がしてください。辛そうだね。かわいい歯茎は見えてるよ。全然動かないね。持久力がなくなっちゃったね、うちの。まずいね。まずいね。あ、受けそう。一回。ちょっと待って、一回たま。まずいね。ゼロからスタート。なんならマイナスだよ。弱気な顔だね、あんた。そんなことないね。まずいね。まずいね。下手すぎない？うち下手すぎない？真剣に。真剣に下手すぎない？うち。うまい下手あんのかこれ。弱気な顔。また戻ったね。
心臓マッサージのリズムこれで良さそう。
やだろ、自分の家族こんなリズミカルにしまされたら。いや、ちょっと、お前、こいつ急にまくるわ。ずるいわ、うちはなんかちょこちょこちょこちょこしかできないのに。何十分やるこれを。お互い飽きん？もうそろそろ。ほらほら。ちょっと待って待って、また戻っちゃった。お前も頑張りすぎ。もうお前はモブなんだから、うちに花を持たせろよ、そろそろ。
おしっこしてくるから買っといてね。
貸して。トイレ行ってもまだやってんだろうな、うちこれ。
トイレ行った時より進捗悪くなっててくさ。
はあ。はあ。
腕相撲ゲームだったかこれ。
そうだよ。これは腕相撲ゲームだよ。やばい。おっさんの画面アップになってきた。
をしてる。
ね、なかなか見込みあるよ君って言われてる、多分今頃。やっと戻ったぜ。戸惑されたぜ。ちょっとコツ掴んできたかもしれん。
いけそう。やれー。
粘るね。
おうおうおう。
よしよしよし、ほら来たーしゃおら。
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
I've had enough. You're too strong.
Come back later when you can use your arms again.
何？腕相撲必須じゃなかった、もしかして。
やったぜ。
まあいいか、勝って気分いいし。
殴れそいつを。
ねえ、殴ってやりたいよ。
I'm ready to.
Fine.
え、またやんのうち。え？嘘でしょ。いや、さっきより上手くなったよ、うち。悪いけど。 ほら、もううまいよ、うち。あまりいいな。あ、ちょっと。
腕相撲のプロやん。
さすがにね。うい。うまくなった。
Well, good for you, I reckon.
I'd like to buy you.
Good winner as well. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life.
Not all that.
Oh, well. At least you're not as
あの
poor
苦
as
戦
me.
は必要だったんや。
ね、必要だったんだね。ちょっと携帯の充電がなくなりそう。ピーピー言っとる。よいしょ。
Why do you say poor?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Ah, of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about...
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner.
黒ごまミルクプリン
We
食べ
were
ていいか
coming out of the ice pack on our way home.
ゆっくり喋って。
One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he
黒ごま
wasn't
ミ
a
ルクプリン
sailor.
買ったのに、
The crew must have
スプーン
thought
つ
that
い
she'd
てないって。
foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy.
スプーンついてないっ
Guess they
て。
drowned. We took the man on
ちょっと
board.
ゆっくり喋ってて。よいしょよいしょ。トロ
And
ト
who
ロ
was
でプリ
he?
ン食わねえよ。横浜だけでそんなん食うよ。
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange
いただ
enough.
きます。
Aye, even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened.
召し上がレインボー。
I
Mate.
do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch
Oh my
on that dark
God.
night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland Lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Here it is.
トイレ行ったら売りした方がいいのかな。しなくていいのか。
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah,
Tobacco,
I lost
Tinder.
my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
タバコって言うんだ。
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
確認したということは分かるよね。まだ決めきれませんな。決めきれませんな。いやでもいいのかな。もうこれ出てるから決めるってことなのかな。どっちがいいかな。どう思う？いやこいつなんだと思うんだけど、まあでも基本的にやっぱ人殺しは犯罪だよね。有罪や。ちょっと待ってくれ。どうしよう。逮捕か、やっぱ。
有罪にしとこか。
まあね、なんか腕相撲だるかったんで、有罪で。
イエーイ。
有罪。これで終わりかな。
If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Holmes, could you explain it to me?
As I informed you on our way here, Patrick Cairns is the murderer of Black Peter.
Why bring me here? Wouldn't it be better?
That would be futile, as he will be with us in approximately 12...
Oh, well, if this is your...
No, I just heard the front.
Good day, gentlemen. A young lad gave me a note from Cap...
Indeed, it is the correct address. But in place of your captain, may I present to you Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard?
It means, my friend, that you are arrested for the murder of Black Peter. Here now. We'll have none of that.
And I say that we will.
おら
わ
おれいおれいおれい
急な戦闘やん。
おれいカウンターおれいね、びっくりしちゃった。余裕マジよ。こいつほんと腕相撲だけやん。
Are you all right? Are you able to stand?
Oh, my jaw. Gore. He took me by surprise, Mr. Holmes. Otherwise, he would have seen what I'm
や
capable
はり暴力はすべて解決する。
Yes, he was lucky.
You got him?
It was remarkably easy.
And you practice box?
We should call for a police...
Yes, well, no need.
Of course.
はい。はい。逮捕。
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood. But you haven't yet told me who your friend is.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club. I documented our encounter in a short...
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so...
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people...
Need help.
I wrote you... People...
You...
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. You...
お前次の話始まってない？始まってるやね、一回。ちょっともう今日はこの辺にしとこうかな。次の話ね、なんかね、結構長くやった気がするんだよね。この次の、この話がやってる途中でやめちゃったんだけど、思い出せなくて、初めからやったので、この次の話はまた今度やります。
長そうだわね。
長い。これで1話ずつが。すごいまた、マダミスのシナリオ、そう、明日探しとくわ、仕事中。やろう、みんなで。
まとめてやれるときが良さそう。
ね、次のこの話で。かわいい犬。
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby.
かわいい犬。
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby.
じゃあ、花お疲れ様だ。おつ。またね、やっぱりおやすみ。
お疲れちんでした。
おつー。